What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today, like you guys expected, we're gonna do the 4v5 game Gosu versus Digital Devils Next Generation. For this video, a lot of people requested this, and it's definitely hyped. A lot of people are hyping it up because nobody expected Gosu to win a 4v5 especially. But we will see right now on this video how they won, how they managed to win. And let's look at the draft and bans first, because it's definitely important. Because Gosu needs to... I was in voice chat with them at the moment, and I could definitely hear what the game plan is and what they're trying to do. So the game plan is, before the game started, is since they know that they're at a disadvantage, man advantage, they don't want to take a marksman, because they'll take... that will just lower their early game. That will just weaken their early game, I mean. They'll weaken their early game if they use a marksman, because a marksman is a late game hero. Alright, mid game to late game hero. They want heroes that could snowball really fast when they're fed. Okay? So there's gonna be 2 mid and 2 solo laners at the side. All they need to do is to stay alive and keep the lanes pushed, do objectives, and all that good stuff. Get picks. Alright, get picks. Getting picks is definitely important. So if they pick off the enemy team one by one, the 5v4 advantage is going to be diminished. It's going to be a 4v4 right away, right? So, for the draft, let's get on with the draft. Let's just skip. They need someone that will frontline and that will face check and that will bush check, so that's going to be the Grok. They need someone that could set, that could assassinate, and that could actually push lanes. That's going to be the Chew. And they actually also need someone that has a damage over time on a team fight, which is going to be the Leomard, which Basic is going to play, but Leomard is going to get picked right here. And they need the picking potential, which is going to be Selena, who also snowballs really early game if fed correctly. All right, so that's what Gosu is going for, okay, in this current matchup. The very biggest mistake that Digital Devils did here is, I think they picked Hayabusa to respect Basic. They got scared of Basic's Hayabusa because right now Basic is the top 1 global Hayabusa. But when you know that you're in a 5v4, pick heroes that are good early game. You guys could just bully this game because you guys have a man advantage. There's nobody here. Like, if you guys pick really early game heroes, okay, Heart is good, obviously. Granger's good, definitely. But I don't think this pick is any good. You guys should have just picked like Terisla or something. Terisla would have been really freaking detrimental and would have been game changing if you guys picked it here. But Hayabusa, you need to get farmed up if you want to win the game. And if you can just harass Gosu like early game, they're gonna get shut down right away. You're not gonna give them any chance of winning at all because they're at a disadvantage. So already Digital Devils is not... Well, obviously they've never played a 4v5 before, so they kind of don't know what to do. But hopefully in the next time they go on a 4v5, now they know what to expect or what to do, I guess. But yeah, when you realize, when you're 100% sure that you're at a man advantage, you need to pick and take advantage of it. But the Hayabusa pick is definitely not a good pick. Alright, let's skip it to the loading screen because it's going to take too long. So they ended up taking Estes, which is super good. Estes is actually supposed to be the game-changing factor here for Team Digital Devils. Because if you think about it, if Estes heals these guys over time and they don't get under 30 HP, 30% HP, Leomard is going to be shut down because Leomard's passive will not proc when you don't go under 30% HP. If Estes keeps healing his team, they're never gonna be under 30% HP. So just having that fact is super strong for Digital Devils. They already have the advantage there. The only disadvantage they have, to be honest, is Hayabusa. But this game you'll see that Hayabusa should have actually won his lane because he's against an Assassin Chew. So he should have won this lane, actually, I think, in my opinion at least. They also have Minotaur, who is also a very good engager. Like, these guys only have Assassin Chew and Grok to engage, Selena to pick, and Leomard to damage over time. But if Minotaur can disengage using his ulti and engage using his ulti, he can do both, obviously. Then this should be an easier game for Digital Devils. But the way they utilized their team comp for Digital Devils and the way they rotated was just complete I'm sorry to say this if you guys are watching. It's like complete garbage. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. It's like complete garbage, straight up. Cause there's no excuses to lose on a 4v5. They did say that they were lagging, and I mean, they were lagging. Gosu was lagging as well too. They were spiking. So, but still, 4v5. Even if you're delayed, there's no excuses, man. Cause we played you guys. We played Digital Devils on East Coast, and it was the same results. They lost as well, so it wouldn't matter, I think. But then again, yeah, they should have played better for being in the grand finals, especially this first game. They played a lot better the second game, but this first game was just complete. They probably got caught off guard. So as you can see, the game plan was earlier that I mentioned was 2 mid. They want to feed Leomord as much as possible for Gosu. Grok is just going to stay with Leomord at all times. What Grok is going to do, he's just going to face check. He's going to give vision to Basic at all times. So Basic is safe, and he doesn't need to face check. Chu is just going to stop Hayabusa from split pushing and solo farming. So that's his goal. And Selena, he just needs to stay alive, because Selena has the hardest job here. Selena cannot really push, especially if it's an Estes Granger, because if Selena gets a stun here, unless it's the Estes, it's going to be really hard to kill. So all he needs to do is stay alive and farm. That's it, really. And try to push whenever there's nobody there, and help on objectives when they need to. So yeah, that's their job right now. That's what each person's job is. Right here, Grok face checking. Pretty good. This is pretty normal rotation, to be honest with you. The only difference is obviously their Gosu's missing one person. That's it. So wave clear first wave, and then go to the blue buff right away. Selena already got blue buff, so he's gonna go here right away. Chu is right here. He already pushed the first wave, I mean. Hayabusa's getting the red buff, Heart's getting the blue buff. Normal rotation, right? But the thing about this is, they know that the crab is gonna go up in a minute, so they want to fight for it. So Digital Devil's crab is gonna be right here, and Gosu crab is gonna be right here. But I think Hayabusa might have used the retribution right here, so he might not have retribution to get the crab here. But knowing that it was a 4v5, he should have saved retribution, so he could actually steal this. This is where Hayabusa fucked up, actually. You should expect that if you're a solo lane and then you're fighting on the bot side, that the enemy will rotate here right away, because that's the regular rotation. That's what everybody does. Everybody goes to the blue buff, and then they go to the small minion, and then crab right away. It's like the normal rotation. Everybody does that shit. What he should have done is take this first, because you already know you're at a disadvantage. If you're Hayabusa, you know you're alone. You can obviously see your teammates. Nobody else is gonna help you on this crab. You're not gonna kill it fast enough to where Grok is not gonna be there and Leomard is not gonna be there. So he should have wave cleared first, to be honest with you. Wave cleared and maybe tried to steal it with retribution. That's about it. That's all he should have just done. That's all he should have just done. But what he did was he tried to. He didn't. First of all, he didn't wave clear the second wave. He tried to shadow already on this crab, but he failed. He probably failed his retribution from what I could see. I'm only like predicting, because the cameraman sucks and he doesn't know where to look at the team fight. But yeah, so right there they know Grok and Leomard knows he doesn't have shadow, because I saw him shadow earlier. But just based on what he's doing with, see right there, he shadowed back and he gets caught. That's already first blood. That's like a simple mistake. You're not supposed to be giving them these free kills, especially when they're 4v5. It's a 4v5. You're not supposed to give them these easy kills. That was like the easiest kills possible that you could have given to Gosu to start the fire, right? To start the fire. He was pretty much the lighter to the fire, to be honest with you, the Hayabusa, because he played really bad throughout the whole game. He lost the lane. He died right away under like almost under a minute. 2 minutes, I mean. Selena gets a stun, but it doesn't matter because Estes has Purify and Heal. So what Selena's gonna do here, it was actually really good timing. The only reason why Kenray went in on that stun, because he knows that Breezy and Go Basic was actually gonna come in. He wouldn't have come in 2v1 if he knew that if he didn't know that Breezy and Basic were gonna come in. If he was alone, even if he got the stun, he wasn't gonna come in. But since knowing that Basic and Breezy are here, he's good to go even if he dies. And these guys are just gonna get traded. Estes is not level 4 yet. And look at Leomord already level 5 and 3-0. That's why they were so confident to fight that. Estes cannot heal Granger and save him. After that, they could go for Turtle. The bad part about this, actually for Gosu, like, look at Grok. If you're Digital Devils, you should take advantage of this. Okay, Grok doesn't have mana, and Leomord already used his ulti. That's your advantage already. And Hearth just uses ulti right now, but Minotaur is not level 4 yet. That's probably the disadvantage they have. But knowing that Grok doesn't have mana, and knowing that Basic doesn't have ulti anymore, he's gonna turn into human form in a second. They should get this turtle easily. But look what they do. They back off. They're scared. They're scared. They're freaking scared about a Grok with no mana and a freaking Leomord with no ulti. Chu is damaged, but they could have contested this and waited for Estes and Granger to come over here and do a 4v3, and they win that. And Hayabusa's pushing bot lane, so I don't know why they're scared. Even if they lose the team fight here, Hayabusa could keep pushing here. Nobody's gonna rotate here. So, but they're so intimidated. I don't know why. Look, they're too late. They lose the retribution fight. Chu kicks the Minotaur since he doesn't want him to put some pressure on this turtle. The Harith retribution with like 2,000 health on the freaking turtle, or 3,000. Not even close to dying. So I don't know what that Harith was doing. The Minotaur got caught. And right now, Heart is super low, so they're probably going to go for that Heart. Yep, definitely Basic is going to go for that Heart. He's not going to let... Yep, there it is. He's dead. There's no way he's getting away from that. He's under 30% health. Estes just got his ulti, so that's good. As soon as Estes got his ulti, they managed to live. Granger and Estes managed to live. If Estes did not have ulti there, they would have died as well, along with Harith, to be honest with you. Because Grok could have dove that. But Hayabusa, he ran out of minions, so he's trying to push this as fast as possible. Selena, still doing his work. Just trying to live. Waiting for a stun. Just keep throwing those stuns. Keep trying to wave clear as much as possible. Don't overcommit. Just play it safe. No need to be greedy. You guys that are at 4v5, play it safe, right? So here we go. The good thing about this is, if you've noticed, Gosu is timing the buffs and crabs better than Digital Devils right now. Digital Devils are just now getting their blue buff, and Hayabusa is just now getting his red buff since he's a solo laner. Selena's about to do the same thing, but Leomord and Grok already got their stuff. They already got their blue buff right there really fast, meaning that if they get that as fast as possible, they can do the crab right away. Hayabusa can't contest the crab since he's still got to go for the buff. So that's a free objective. Crab is a small thing, but it's something, right? It's a free objective. And Leomord had to recall because he was low health. So, but Gosu still ended up getting the crab either way, even if it went to Chu. It's preventing Hayabusa from getting it when he split pushes this lane. But at this point, what Chu's gonna do, he's just gonna stay in this lane and he's gonna stop Hayabusa from farming. Pay attention to the minimap because the cameraman is not focusing on it. Yeah, but look at what Chu does. He's just gonna wait in the bush. Hayabusa already wave cleared. He's gonna go for the small minion, but what happens here is Chu is just gonna chill and just proxy right here. What he wants is he wants to get Hayabusa super low so that Hayabusa can't help on teamfights and can't push. He wants to force him to recall. But what Cloud is doing here is really good. But let's pay attention to the team fight right now. Right here, Estes is forced to ulti right away. And I don't know how Estes died so fast. He died so fast. Minotaur has ulti, but Grok has immune. Granger is super low. Heart is super low, so they can't go in. I honestly don't know how they lost that team fight because they had the man advantage. It was a 4v3. It was Harith, Granger, Minotaur, Estes versus Leomord, Selena, and Grok. But to be honest, it was just Grok and Leomord mostly on that team fight. Kenray went in late, but the good part about what Kenray did is he stunned the Minotaur earlier, and it delayed Minotaur from ulting, which is why it helped them on the team fight. But the good part about what Gosu did is they focused the Estes right away, meaning once they kill the Estes, these guys don't have heal, so they're focusing the correct people. Gosu is really focusing the correct people. And at bot lane, Chu actually managed, if you guys didn't see it, I don't know if I could go back, let me see. Alright, here. Let me go back a bit. Actually, yeah, it was wrong. I didn't go back. Just forget about it. At bot lane, let me just explain it. At bot lane, Chu, you know how Chu is proxying right here? He actually managed to push the lane and kick Hayabusa to make him like really low. At that point, when Hayabusa was low, he got too scared to even go in, even though he has ulti. So he needed to recall, and that this lane is pushed now. Alright, so I didn't get to show you guys since you can only see it on the minimap anyways, because the team fight was happening. But that's alright, I explained it to you guys anyways. Because of because of Gosu winning the team fight over here, they got a free objective again, which is Turtle. No contest at all, because they cannot contest. Minotaur was dead, Estes was dead. Granger and Hearth are not gonna go alone. They can't do it. Selena might stun them. Leomard is just gonna go in front of them. And right here, Hearth is in a bad position right now. But I don't know. They don't want to go in. This is what's good about what Basic did here and Breezy. They realized that they see Minotaur with the rage right there, so they don't want to be too greedy. As soon as they saw Minotaur, they just backed off right away, not even wasting time. They just want to counter jungle. As soon as they counter jungle, back off. They don't want to waste time. They know that Minotaur's there. There's no point in waiting there and going for a gank. Alright, so they're definitely making good decisions really fast. Alright, they're not like hesitating to do what they need to do. So that's what's really good about what Gosu is doing right now. Okay, which is the correct way to play. That's definitely the correct way to play. When you think that you can go aggressive, then you go aggressive. When you think that you need to play safe, you play safe. Alright, so but there's like correct times for that. Right here, Hayabusa is seen by this ward, and that's why Selena is actually super useful as well. They know, even if Hayabusa is hiding in a bush, they know that he's there because of this ward, and Selena is not gonna engage until they sandwich him. And this Hayabusa is dead right away as soon as Breezy knocks him up. So, see what happens here. I don't know why he tried going this way, away from his base, like away from his tower, which is like super dumb. If you're a Hayabusa, you have Shadow, just go towards your towers. Your tower is this way. Why go away from your tower? Going here is a lot further than going here. So I don't know why you're going here. There's like no sense behind it. So this Hayabusa is definitely playing super bad. They get a free crab as well right there. And Selena is just gonna keep pushing, and Chu still pushing as well. Okay, Chu is actually baiting this, but I don't know if he's gonna set here because he's alone here. He knocks up the Estes, but it doesn't matter. He's a really squishy Chu since it is an assassin Chu, so he needs to play very safe. Leomard is doing a 1v2 right now at mid lane, but Grok is gonna go back to actually support him. Because of that, like look at, they're just getting out rotated. Selena already pushed top lane, and they're as soon as Selena got top lane, that's the only time that DD realized, oh, top lane is getting pushed. It's like super late. Their reaction is super late. I accidentally unminimize. Yeah, you need to react faster than that if you want to be considered. If you want to be on the professional team, you need to act really fast. You need to expect that this lane is gonna get pushed because this hero is here, and you need to react before it even happens. But the way DD is playing right now, it's like super slow. It's like their brain is in slow motion. Leomard starts the Lord starts the Turtle. They want to bait this, but it's really risky since there's 4 people against 3, and knowing that Chu's bot lane, obviously Chu's not gonna rotate all the way here since Hayabusa is gonna push this lane if he leaves. But because of that, what they're gonna do is, I think they're gonna catch people off guard here. Minotaur actually ulted the Tribush for no reason. This is where they fucked up here. Let me back up a little bit. Where was it? Give me a second. You guys need to see this. It's very important. And the cameraman actually captured it. Minotaur actually used his ulti without anybody there. You'll see. Watch. I'll try to pause it at the correct time. Wait for it. Leomard starts the turtle. Okay, wait. There it is. See? Look. Minotaur using his ulti for no reason. There it is. This is why they lost the team fight. If Minotaur had ulti, they could actually contest for this turtle for free because they have Estes ulti now. They have Hearth ulti, and they have Granger for the backline ulti as well. But Minotaur, being the freaking guy that he is, I don't know why he ulted. You saw that he jumped 3 times. That meant he ulted, even though he has rage. And they're aware of this. They're aware of this because Selena saw him. You see this? You see this, Mark? Selena saw him, and that's why Gosu realizes, okay, Minotaur doesn't have ulti. Be confident and fight this. They don't have a team fight anymore. Look, Selena saw him with the ward, with the poop. Selena poop. Alright, so here we go. They're really confident. Gosu's confident right now. Now they know that Minotaur doesn't have ulti. They're gonna go for this turtle. This is why Selena was such a big factor. Not everybody realizes this, but Selena was a big factor to this game. Just giving the vision and everything is definitely game-changing. Knowing that Minotaur didn't have ulti in that situation is insane. Is really game-changing. And that's why Basic and Breezy and Kenray were so confident in competing for that turtle. And they got it for free right there. So right here, Breezy's just gonna recall, get some health. While Breezy's recalling, obviously Leomar doesn't want to go overcommit, but he overcommitted, this is really risky. I'm not a big fan of this play from Basic, but he really wanted to kill this Harith, knowing that there's an Estes on their team. It's kind of useless to go for this Harith because Estes is just gonna heal. But I think what Basic was going for is to just waste Harith ulti. As soon as Harith ulti is down, he can just run away and disengage and wait for his ulti back up again. Minotaur also ulted. Minotaur ulted just now. So now they know that Estes doesn't have ulti, Harith doesn't have ulti, and Estes doesn't have ulti, Harith doesn't have ulti, and Minotaur doesn't have ulti. So now they're aware of it. They're keeping cooldowns, and very nice save from Breezy right there, just to delay everybody from chasing Basic. He just wants to save Basic really. And Chu, the respawn from Chu and Breezy were super on point when Basic was getting pushed, was getting chased. And like I told you guys, Minotaur had no ulti, Estes had no ulti, Harith had no ulti. They were really confident in fighting this, keeping to fight this team fight, because they know that nobody has ulti on their team, and plus they're underfed, so it's a free team fight for them. And that's the reason why DD is playing really bad right now. Mechanically, they're really bad. Minotaur ultis has not been on point. Estes ulti has been being forcefully used because everybody's being out of position. The Granger is not getting farmed up. The Harith is not getting farmed up as well because Minotaur is not setting good ultis. And it just affects... This is why you need a good tank. Tanks are super underappreciated. And when you have a really trash-ass tank, this is what happens. You get underfed, your map pressure... There's no map pressure around the map. And even with 4 people for Gosu, since the Grok is super confident, he has all the map control in his life. The Selena, whatever it's called, the first skill, the Selena poop, I'm gonna call it Selena poop, has extra vision as well and has extra map control whenever you put that down on bushes. So what Breezy did there was actually super good, and it's super basic and super logical, to be honest with you. They just wanted to get the second tier tower, and to get that he wanted to zone, so all he did was stay up here. All he needs to do is stand here and they get scared. Everybody else gets scared. Grok just stands here, they get zoned, other two pushes the tower, that's a free tower. Alright, and Selena just keeping it alive and pushing. Obviously Selena's not going to be the best pusher since she is a mage, and plus she is a pick burst kind of hero, so she's not going to be pushing as hard as Chu will, but Kenray is definitely doing a good job staying alive and picking and trying to stun for his team right now, and he actually managed to get the second tier tower as well. So let's see here what else Gosu will do. And the cameraman actually messed up here. Freaking Jerry. Jerry's insane, man. I don't know what he's doing. But here we go, we're back at it again. The Lord is up. So knowing that you can actually see in game when you do the scoreboard, you can actually see the gold deficit now, which actually helps the people. Like sometimes when you have more kills than the other team that has less kills have more gold. So it definitely helps in that way, right? Knowing who's ahead of the game, knowing who's ahead. You don't have to calculate by adding in all the golds all up from each hero. It just says on top of the scoreboard on the new update. But here they know that the Lord is up, so they're setting it up. They're setting it up right now. They don't want to do it right away. Yes, the Lord is up. They know they're winning. They know that they're fed, but they want to set it up. So for that to be set up, they want to push mid lane, they want to push bot lane, and plus they want to try to avoid Hayabusa from pushing top lane if they do Lord. Alright, so that's why Chu is responding up there. And they already pushed mid lane. Bot lane is pretty pushed up, so they're good to go over there. So they're just looking for a pick right now. Right there. Right here. Whenever somebody gets caught, that means that Estes or Harit ulti will get wasted right away. And that's what Gosu is going for. Yes, Leomord ulti is being wasted, but Leomord ulti is, like, the cooldown is super low. Selena technically has no ulti, she just plays, she just kills and stuns, right? So right there, yes, look, Harith already uses ulti, right there. And Estes already used his ulti by healing Harith because he was scared of Harith dying. So there's already 2 ultis down, so the only one that has ultis that are pretty, like, game-changing is Minotaur, and Granger, and Hayabusa, right? So Gosu is definitely keeping track of that. Yes, they didn't manage to kill Harith, but knowing that they don't have any ultis at all, they're gonna do Lord now to take advantage of that. And Selena still putting wards around the bushes to just figure out and see, he's just putting wards around, like, the map, just to know if they're gonna contest for it or not. Grok is gonna be here to zone. He doesn't want anybody trying to contest the Lord. And even with 5 people on Digital Devils, they did not even flinch to go for the Lord because they're too scared. And I don't know, they're just playing way too scared and intimidated, I think. And the Grok is definitely doing a good job. Chu's doing a good job keeping pressure at the side lanes. Overall, this is, like, really on point rotation right now. To be honest with you, this is on point rotation. This is how you're supposed to play Mobile Legends. This is how Mobile Legends is meant to be played. But I would give less credit to Gosu, considering that Digital Devils is playing like complete trash right now. If they didn't play like complete trash and Gosu still did this and pulled it off, then I would have gave Gosu a lot more credit for it. But yeah, they played like complete ass, so it's not that special. But it's still good. It's a 4v5. You barely see that. It's insane, especially on the grand finals on a tournament. It's definitely something that you don't see every day, right? Right here, they just needed to wait for Lord and push with the Lord. They don't want to be too greedy and overextend, because if they're too desperate, they will die and they will throw the game. So they just need to take the inhib towers one by one. They don't have to go for kills right now. As long as they get inhibs, they're good to go. So they realized that Chu died and the Lord has finally died. Now they know that they need to back off. They don't want to be too greedy. They're outnumbered. It's a 5v3. Chu died already. They want to back off. Maybe the best bet is probably try to push the top lane and then back off, but we'll see what happens here. So Leomord does go for the top lane real quick. It's going to be real quick because they do have super minions right here a little bit. Leomord ulted just to zone them and just to get the inhib tower. Hayabusa is forced to shadow away. Harith is forced to ulti again. Harith ulti has not been on point. He's been using it to escape, or he's been using it to clear wave, which is forcing Harith to not be effective on team fights. And that's why DD is also losing. Hayabusa has not been doing anything the whole game. He's been losing on push. His ulti is useless. He doesn't have damage. On team fights, his ulti is pointless, because if you're grouped up together and you're tanky enough, Hayabusa's not going to do shit. And the Estes is being forced to actually use his ulti for escapes and helping his teammate. So Estes actually played super well, like, well, better than the other guys, than these guys. Granger played pretty decent. The Heart was playing pretty bad. Hayabusa played probably the worst. Minotaur ulted for no reason. Estes and Granger were pretty much the only two that were actually doing what they're supposed to do. But Estes was being forced to ult because of his teammate's mistake, which is not his fault. He's just, that's his job to save his teammates. So it's definitely not his fault that he's being forced to use that ulti. Right here, Hayabusa gets caught again. You see how Hayabusa, like, why are you shadowing in? It's a Grok. You think you're gonna kill Grok? You think you're gonna assassinate Grok and there's minions there too? Huh? Like, what are you doing? There's no way. If there's no point of shadowing in, there's just no point. Okay, if you're in the comment section, if you're watching this, put in the comment section below what's a good reason why Hayabusa shadowed in this play. I can't think of anything. It's just a bad play overall. It's a Grok. It's a tank. So why would you shadow in? There's just no point. So right here, they definitely diminished the 4v5 advantage for Team Digital Devils already. Since they killed Hayabusa, they realized, okay, it's a 4v5, plus we're fed, so we're obviously at an advantage. We just need to watch out for Estes ulti and Minotaur ulti. Let's not get set under the tower. So they want to get the inhib towers first and make sure that they get super minions. They get super minions on all the side lanes. Minotaur got kind of too greedy, so as soon as sorry, not Minotaur, Grok got way too greedy. As soon as Grok died, Gosu started playing safe again. All they would need to do is pretty much play what's it called? They want to take the inhib towers and play. Never mind. They don't want to play safe because freaking Basic is just going in. He doesn't give a damn. Look at this. I was gonna say they should play safe because Grok is dead, but Basic don't give a shit. He knows that he's fed, and he actually went for the heart even though there's an Estes and Minotaur still up with the freaking ulti. So yeah, I don't know how he's doing this, but you know, it just happens. Minotaur has rage, but I don't know if he has ulti. I don't really have the timer. He just ulted right there. So there you go. He just ulted right there. Basic uses horse. Let's see if he can kill the Minotaur. He knows that Minotaur doesn't have ulti. He's gonna go in. He freaking missed the horse. Mother of Potter Basic. What the hell are you doing? So here we go. He missed the horse. Now that's an advantage for Digital Devils since they know that Leomord doesn't have the horsey. But since they know that they missed the horse, they're gonna back off and play it safe. Just recall, keep the lanes push, and get some HP back maybe. Play it safe, yeah. Just play it safe. They have super minions in all lanes. So they're good. All they need to do, it's really hard to push the base with 4 people, considering that there's 5 people defending it. So the best thing to do is wait for Lord, keep the lanes push, and don't give the enemy any forms of map pressure. Don't let these guys come out. Don't let anybody come out, because once they get map control, you'll never know where they're gonna gank, where they're gonna be, where they're gonna ambush. So it's really good that Grok is actually staying here, keeping everybody inside this base, knowing that, okay, all 5 is inside their base. We don't have to worry about them. As soon as this Lord comes up, Gosu knows exactly where the 5 members of Digital Devils are. And they don't have to worry about any contest. They don't need to worry about, oh, is this guy gonna, do I need to fight for the retribution or not? Yeah, since Grok is doing such a good job and doing such a good job at pushing and keeping the lanes push, this is why, yes, Basic was super fed, but you need to give credit to where it's due to Chu and Grok by doing this. Because of what they're doing, it's giving Basic opportunities for plays and stuff like this. Okay, Harit doesn't have ulti. As soon as Harit ulted, Lord right away. Alright, that's already, you know, a wasted ulti right there. Harit has like what, a 20-second cooldown on his ulti most likely, or maybe a little bit lower. So, but even then, what Grok is gonna do, he's just gonna stay. He needs to keep this jungle clear, alright? He doesn't want to let anybody inside that jungle. And he will let Gosu, Basic, and Kenray know if anybody is trying to contest for this Lord. But since DD is super scared and they're super underfed, Gosu just gets that Lord super easily. Right away with Selena. Leomord and Selena did the Lord, and Chu actually counter jungled while he's at it, since this lane was pushed and he couldn't push it by himself. So why not counter jungle while the lane is pushed, alright? So which is good. He's stealing every single resources and just playing it safe, not really greedy, right? And here we go. They just need to wait for the Lord and finish the game, really. That's it. That's all they need to do for Gosu. But yeah, they don't really need to go for kills right now. Of course, if they want to push, they need to get at least 1 or 2 kills or so. But if the Lord is pushing with them, then Team Digital Devils definitely needs right there. You see how far Selena was? Selena's stunned from here, and then Hayabusa got stunned from all the way here. Which I don't get how you get stunned, because you should have enough time to react to that. If Selena is stunning from all the way from downtown, freaking Stephen Curry, mother of a father, downtown 3-pointer, you should be able to sidestep that. But what happened is he still got stunned. Look how far it was. Do you realize how hard it is to land a maximum Selena stun? That is like almost, I think that's a maximum Selena stun distance, maximum distance. He doesn't get to sidestep it, he doesn't react to it, and he's dead. That's already a 4v4 right away. the 4v5 advantage is already diminished again. Minotaur ulted already, Harit ulted already. Yes, Chu died, but it doesn't matter because Leomord is the one that's fed. So they need to kill Leomord for Digital Devils to be able to turn this game around. Plus the super minions are pushing in and the Lord is pushing in. Estes already ulted, so none of the Digital Devils have ultis now. What they need to do is just focus the tower and they win. That's it. The Lord is pushed, the tower is one hit, boom, Leomord just goes for it, and that's GG. So overall, like, okay, let me just summarize the game real quick. Let's go to the scoreboard. Overall, to be honest with you, the game was nothing special. Gosu did not have like a special technique to beat Digital Devils. They just played the game how it's supposed to be played. Objective is being taken as soon as they come up. Turtles being taken as soon as they come up. Buffs are being taken as soon as they come up. Crab is being taken as soon as it comes up. Usually, like the what's it called? The time interval from when it spawns and when they take it is really short, is what I mean. And the way they rotate is just on point. They're not too greedy. They're being aggressive when they need to. They're playing safe when they need to. The thing that I notice about how Gosu plays is, whenever they play with Hoon, especially, and with Jen, they play really confident, which results into them being really greedy and being overconfident, and they play for the badges. They play for the badges, right? They play for MVP and they fight for MVP, which kind of affects the rotation, which I'm not for. Like, I'm not for it. I really hate it how they play, to be honest with you, when they play trio queue and 5-man queue on public rank. But for tournament, if you want to win tournaments, this is what you're supposed to do. You shouldn't be fighting for MVP. You should be playing for the win, and that's exactly how Gosu played this game. They played for the win. Nobody really cared about these badges. Nobody cared about these badges. They played for the freaking win, and that's the way I want Gosu to. That's my goal for Gosu. I want them to play as a team to win and not for badges. But right now, from what I see in the ranks or their streams, at least, they keep fighting for MVPs. They keep stealing buffs from each other and all that. So definitely not a good thing. But hopefully on tournaments we fix that. But this 4v5 gameplay has actually been the best gameplay I've seen from Gosu, like ever. I know it's like mind blowing to say, but this is how the game is supposed to be played. They played a perfect game. Considering that it's a 4v5, they played a perfect game. Everybody did their job. Leomard did not go too over aggressive, actually did not even die once. Chu died, yes, but for a reason. He was going in to just put some CC on the team and just put some pressure on the lanes and all that. Because if the tanks are too scared to go in, nothing will happen, right? Nothing will happen. But considering that Cloud doesn't really give a fuck about these badges, it's okay for him to die as long as they win. Same with Breezy. Breezy definitely dived many times and saved basic like so many times with his ulti. That's also a thing. Kenray was pushing and he stayed alive and was giving vision on the bushes. So everybody just did their job correctly and none of them were super greedy about anything. And that's it. But then again, Digital Devils played really bad, so it's not that special. The win is not that special. It's just the fact that it's 4v5 that it's, yeah, that's the reason why it's special and why people are so hyped about it. All right, so comment down below if you guys have any other opinions about this, if you have any other inputs on how Gosu won a 4v5 and all that good stuff. All right, let's get some thumbs up here. Hopefully let's get 1,000 thumbs up for now. That's gonna be our goal for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys did learn something, and thank you guys for everybody that supported Gosu so far. So if you're a Gosu fan, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. And that is it for today's video. Keep supporting us throughout the way, even at the World Championship at Malaysia. Thank you guys, and that's it. Peace.